Welcome to Salina A&E. I'm David Hawksworth, your host, and it's time for the Smoky Hill Museum Street Fair. And I'm here with Susan Hawksworth, the museum director, and Nona Miller, the curator of education. So welcome.
Hi. Thank you.
So when does the event take place?
September 24th.
That's a Saturday,
That's
right?
a Saturday, the fourth Saturday of September.
Okay. At what time? Well, there's a number of different events, so what time does everything get started?
It gets started at 10 a.m. with the parade down Santa Fe.
Okay. And what's the parade route for that?
From Elm to South.
Okay. So pretty much all of downtown.
Pretty much all of downtown, yeah.
Okay. Very good. And then after that, what happens?
Then everyone can come down here to the museum on 211 West Iron, and we'll have activities going out in front of the museum all day.
Okay. So what kinds of activities are going to happen?
Oh, well, what kind of activities are you interested in? I mean, pretty much anything for all different ages, for interests. Our theme is Old West. So pretty much everything is going to have an Old West flavor and plus a fall flavor, because we're kind of celebrating the coming of fall, and we're celebrating the history of Salina in a number of different ways. For instance, Susan has a number of really interesting and really engaging musicians coming that you're going to want to hear. We also, for the first time, are having a chuck wagon come to the museum. It's a historically accurate chuck wagon, and I'm excited to see what it looks like. I've seen pictures, so you'll want to come down and see that. They're going to have other things to show you. They're going to be able to talk about chuck wagons in history, what it was like to work on one, what it was like to eat from one. So you're going to want to come and see that. We're also going to have a gentleman named Nolan Samcom, and he is a living historian. And what that means is when he comes onto the street, he takes on the persona of an 1800s German immigrant farmer. So when he speaks to you, he's going to be talking about life as it would have been for him, an 1800s German immigrant farmer. And I believe his wife comes too and does other things that you might want to learn about. We're also going to have Mr. Wilmsdorf, who's going to be doing blacksmith artistry. If you like to get your hands on things and do stuff, gosh, we're going to have, you can try to rope a steer, not a real one, but rope a steer. And hopefully it won't be moving around. You can try archery. Gosh, we're going to have horseshoes. We're going to have Color Me Crazy here. They do they're going to be doing airbrush tattoos, Old West type tattoos, which will be really fun. We're going to have the caricaturists with us again this year. And this year we have 3 of them. Many people come every year just to have a new caricature done of their family members. So they have a whole series of them. So that's going to be awfully fun. Plus, gosh, what have I forgot anything? I think that's
Make and take crafts.
Oh, duh. Yes, make and take crafts. What does every good cowboy need?
Something to take home with them.
Yeah, well, they need a bandana.
Right. Okay, there you go.
And so we're going to have bandanas. You can decorate your own, and then you'll be a true cowboy on the Kansas prairie. Also, you can make a bolo. Those are those string ties. I happen to love them, and of course, those are cowboy ties. So you can come and make a bolo. Of course, we have one of our favorites, which is gourd decorating. We're going to have all different kinds of gourds. You can decorate one for fall, for your house, for your room. And then we're going to also have spinners. Back in the 1800s, new tech, high tech, would have been to take a button or a spinner and put a rope through it, and then as you move it back and forth, it whirls and whizzes and makes a really cool noise. Mm-hmm. So they're going to be decorating those, and they can take them home. So you'll have things you can take home with you, and of course, there's inside the museum too.
There is.
Right.
Yes, we have our very popular exhibit, Let's Play, going right now. So if you haven't seen that, this will be a great chance to come and see that. There's lots of hands-on things to do in that exhibit as well.
We have a stage area where you can put on some cowboy attire if you want to and just yeehaw your way around. Or you can also, you can be a spaceman or an alien. Or you can go back to fantasy times and be in a court of a king or a queen or a wizard. So we have many things you can do in there. Plus, there's our always favorite curiosity shop. And this year, we're going to make sure that everyone has a chance to experience the museum in the best way and have a chance to do things. So if you come up to the door and you can't get right in right at once, please come back, because we want to make sure everyone has a chance to experience it the best and have a chance to do the activities. And of course, there's our store. That's both inside and
And out.
outside.
Yes, there will be the store both inside and outside, with all kinds of fun things to purchase, a lot of made in Kansas items.
Okay. Tons of activities, both
Tons
for
of activities.
kids and adults.
Oh, we forgot.
And there's music on top of everything else.
Yes, we do have some great bands lined up. We have Steel Scarecrow out of the Wichita, Kansas area.
Uh-huh.
Don Wagner and Friends, Everyday Lights, which is very popular here in town, and David Zerf
Okay.
are all performing.
So is that all kind of, well, some of it's more modern, but is some of it Old West type
David
music?
Zerf does, he's like a minstrel of Kansas.
Okay.
So his are a little more older, although he does have some original compositions, and the rest will be more modern country.
Okay.
And I know what we forgot.
I know.
The chili cook-off.
Yeah.
That's right. Can't get away from that.
The public tasting starts at noon and goes until 1:30. And you get a vote for your favorite chili. So you will be the one selecting the favorite People's Choice chili. So that's one prize, and then the other prize is Best Decorated Booth, which the staff of the museum votes on. And those prizes are given out at 2 o'clock on the main stage, right before David Zerf performs.
Okay. How many teams are entered this year?
We have 4 teams.
Okay.
They're going to be great. I just know they are. And if you really get excited about the chili and want to do it next year, keep us in mind, because we can go up to more teams than that as well.
Okay. All right.
Another thing I'd like to mention
Yeah.
that I forgot earlier is rope making.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
We have a whole bunch of rope makers coming in. Mr. Dean Geip and his family, he does a magic, I mean, it's almost like magic, watching a rope come to life before your eyes.
Yeah.
So kids get to come up and they make one, and they make one that they could use perhaps as a jump rope or a dog leash. So they make a good size rope. So you'll want to stop in and see him as well. And of course, he'll talk to you a little bit about the equipment he's got. He's got some old tools that he might want to share some information with you about. So, I mean, pretty much whatever you're interested in, whether it's art, whether it's history, whether it's the farm, whether it's music, food, and of course, it's really expensive to come. You're going to have to get in your piggy bank.
And the cost is?
Absolutely nothing.
Really?
Really.
Yeah.
Wow.
The only thing that costs is the chili cook-off, which is all of $2 per person to taste
Uh-huh.
and vote. And then our food vendors, which we do have 4 food vendors coming. We have, of course, Pop's Kettle Corn, who's a fan favorite. We have Food by Bonnie, and then Ducey Concessions is bringing 2 trailers down from Hutchison.
Okay. All right.
So the
and I
money-
suppose if you want to spend money in the store, you can do that too.
Yes, and of
But
course,
that's entirely up to you.
yeah.
And they have awesome things. I can barely go in there without coming out with some new earrings or a new book or a new something to taste. There's just a wide variety in
Yeah.
there.
Even Steve Coburn pottery. And
Exactly,
everything.
yeah.
So, all right. Well, I'm overwhelmed by the amount of things that are going on. So the parade is at 10 o'clock on Saturday, September 24th. After that, come down to the museum. There'll be stuff right in front of the museum.
Right.
All sorts of things happening. You can come into the museum, take a look at all the exhibits they have going on, including the Let's Play exhibit, the Curiosity Shop, which is geared towards kids,
That's right.
and then a more permanent exhibit, which is kind of more the history of Salina.
That's right. And all this goes until 4. The museum is open until 5, but activities outside go until 4. And if you need more information, if we talk too fast and you couldn't get it all, you can go to SmokyHillMuseum.org and click on Street Fair.
All right. Well, we're certainly looking forward to September 24th. It's going to be a great day.
It is.
Let's hope for good weather.
It is.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And so, Susan, Nona, thanks so much for your time. Really appreciate it.
Oh, thank you.
And we'll see you next time on Salina A&E.